Hi,
Good evening. All right, are you
good
ready?
evening. Okay, yes,
All right, can you see this in your screen?
yes,
Can you read? Let's start.
okay. What do you think about global warming? Listen to the questions below and give your opinion. Try to use all the express use. Try, try to use all the expressions in speaking strategy.
Strategy. All right.
Strategy. Yeah.
Okay, now try to read it before we're going to listen to the track. Read here.
Yeah. Is the weather getting hotter? Is global warming a big problem? How are people making global warming worse? What can we do to stop global warming? Should individual people or governments clean up the environment?
All right, so
Yeah.
these are the questions below, and you give your opinion. All right, so let's try to listen. Okay.
Yeah.
Recording 70. A. Is the weather getting hotter? B. Is global warming a big problem? C. How are people making global warming worse? D. What can we do to stop global warming? E. Should individual people or governments clean up the environment?
All right. Now let's try to. I'm going to ask you these questions, and you tell me your opinion about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now here, like, is the weather getting hotter? What do you think? Like you can tell me on the weather on Vietnam. Can you tell me is it getting hotter? How's the weather
Mm,
in Vietnam?
okay. Uh, I'm not sure about the weather in the world, but in Vietnam, the weather is getting hotter. Um, Recently, uh, in summer, uh, the the degree is higher. Sometimes, sometimes it's 37 degrees. Uh,
Greece.
and
Please
in
use the
uh,
proper pronunciation like is. Okay. You're forgetting to pronounce the S. You say sometimes is.
sometimes is
Right?
yeah.
Right? Continue.
Okay. And in winter, um, I'm not feeling cold as before. As before,
Like before.
yeah.
So it's really hot now. So what's the temperature during winter in Vietnam?
The temperature in my city is around 20
Is
degree.
around
It it's
is
around
around
it's
20
around
degrees
20
degrees.
degrees.
All right. Oh, that's cold already. Here in the Philippines, when you have that 23, 24. before, it's very cold already, and in the mountain area, um, the leaves are frozen already. So 20 is still cold. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. All right. It's like an air con. Yeah, air
Yeah.
condition. Yeah, it's cold already. All right. So is global warming a big problem? What do you think?
Mm. I'm not an expert, but I think global warming is
Is
a big is a big problem.
yeah.
Sorry, warming is mean hot or
Meaning for warming?
yeah.
Like this over here. Global warming. So the meaning of you wanted to learn the meaning of global warming. So this one. This one over here. So basically, global warming is a long-term warming of the planets or the overall temperature. Like it's the
Okay.
hottest. Yes. So is this warming trend has been going on for a long time. Its pace has significantly increased in the last 100 years due to the burning of fossil fuels. As the human population has increased, so has the volume of fuels burned, right? Like us, like when it's too much people, because all over the country or all over the world, we are already overpopulated. So when we say fossil fuel, here is the meaning, right?
Okay. Understand. Fossil fossil
Fossil
fuel.
fuel, yes. Fossil fuels like this. So fossil fuels are made from decomposing plants and animals. So these fuels are found in the earth crust and contain carbon, hydrogen, which can burn the energy. Coal, oil, and natural gas are example of fossil fuels. Or example, like there are these electric plants. You know, the one who distribute electricity, the electricity company. So the more people, the more they burn or use fossil fuels in order to deliver such electricity or energy to provide the customers or consumers. So that's what makes the global warming more worsen. So how are the people making global warming worse? What do you think?
Mm. Mm, people
Yes.
people um, are making global warming worse by using energy, yeah, such as they use
They
uh,
use
fossil fuel,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, and you
Use
um, use a lot of private transportation,
yes. That is correct.
yes, yeah,
So
and
when yes, continue.
use a lot of electricity
Yes.
for for their life,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, that is actually true. Yeah. So as I have said a while ago, like the more people, the more energy or electricity needed for it to work. For example, like the house. One house needs this much electricity and the other house. The same thing with another house. So there you go. The heat is already over, right? So and also with the vehicles, the cars, where these cars are excreting heat, right? The carbon dioxide, and if you can see like the heat waves are coming out of the tubes on the pipes of the car, you can feel it actually, and you can see them in your naked eyes that the heat wave is really all over the place when you are on the street, right? So what can we do to stop global warming? What do you think? What's your opinion on that?
Hmm. In my opinion, we can do a lot of things to stop global warming. For example,
Example?
you, use solar energy.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
and use use public transportation to decrease the decrease.
Yeah, I think for me, um, in order to at least lighten the heat in the world, I think we should try to use another way, right? For example, that's solar energy, right?
Yeah.
There are inventions already, cars that has been moving or moving because of solar energy. There's no need of fuel so that we can turn on the cars. I guess we should try that one. I think it's very expensive as of the moment, but we try to convert things into solar. I think we can help global warming. We can help reduce global warming in the world, right? At the same time, most of the people actually, like in the mountain provinces, they burn all the dry leaves, right? If you can see that. Yeah, also we try to stop using those sprays, the perfumes, yeah. So these also cause global warming,
Yeah.
all right? I think we should also um, try to buy a lot of stuff like perfumes and all other stuff that our wants for our body. This cause global warming also because of the company. The production of its product is causing global warming. It costs too much heat already
Yeah.
in making those products.
Yeah.
All right. So what about letter E? Should individual people or governments clean up the environment?
Mm, yes, I think so. Uh, Individual people or governments should clean up the environment.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah. If if the environment uh, is clean, this
is clean.
will clean. This will help to reduce global warming.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's correct. I mean,
Yeah.
it's time that the government should impose the law regarding on environment, because most of the time the corrupt governments are the law breakers, right? The lawmakers are the law breakers. Do you believe in that? Like, I mean, like these people who makes the law, they are the ones who breaks the law. Like, if they will be given a lot of money, they're already forgetting the law. So we should The government should be the first role model in executing laws regarding on protecting our environment, right? Because it's really hard as of the moment. You can see like anywhere, everywhere, corruption is ongoing. We are some people or some environmentalists. They fight for that law in helping saving Mother Earth, right? So we have this. I forgot the name of the company, but it starts with a green something. But I hope they can continue fighting for that, right? If you can see the Amazon River, I mean the Amazon, where is that place? It's Amazon something. It's already been used by the people. So yeah, it's I think the world is really ruined by people then. All right, now let's move on over here. So I'm going to ask you your opinion again on the following statements. So explain your ideas, all right? So for example, letter A, children have an easier life than adults. So you say, I'm not convinced children have an easier life than adults because they have to learn a lot of new things, and adults always tell them what to do. And that is correct, right? So, what about
Yeah.
letter B? English is easy to learn. What's your opinion?
Mm, I don't think English is easy to learn
Why?
because it's
Because,
because it's a difficult to to speak English like
yeah.
like uh native speaker.
Mhm.
Very difficult, and the 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 grammar the grammar English grammar is so difficult mm, to learn also.
Yes, I understand that. But, if you have this dedication, the will that you wanted to learn English, it really just comes out in you. Like you do stuff that will make you learn English. Like what I've told you before, watching English movies, reading English books, talk to someone who can speak English and don't be afraid, right? Because people who knows how to speak English will understand you and also will correct you on how to say it properly, right? So don't be scared in speaking English, okay? All right, now what about letter C? Smoking should be illegal. Oh my God, this is hard. Letter C. What do you think?
Uh,
Smoking should be illegal.
I I as I agree.
Do-
I
Yeah,
agree.
yes.
I agree with this statement. Yeah, smoking should be illegal because 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 mm, mm, because because smoking is not a very harm for people's health. Yeah, it can make many disorder of your lungs, of your
Lungs.
yeah lungs. Yeah, and when people smoking a lot, they can they can have a problem in their health, such as
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes,
lung
understand.
lung cancer,
Mhm.
uh, uh,
Yes,
mm,
what
lung
else?
cancer, difficult of difficult of breath,
Yes. Well, yeah,
difficult to breath.
yes.
Yeah,
Actually, you are correct. I would also agree that we should, I mean, the government should impose a law in doing these smoking illegal. Right? Me, I am a smoker. I admit that, but this would help people actually to um, to stop smoking. Right? I mean, like we have this place here in the Philippines.
yeah,
It's in Mindanao. It's called Davao. It's no, it's a snow smoking area, or it's a snow, it's a no smoking place. So if you'll be caught smoking, you will be fined. You will pay
yeah,
penalty. Yes, and so I think it is. I mean, health concerns. By the way, um, this would help because when you smoke, you're not just hurting yourself, but you're also hurting other people. You know what they say, the secondhand smoke? That's
yeah,
actually uh, that's actually a very harmful vices to a lot of people, especially to those who are pregnant, to the people who have weak lungs, right? So I think it's time and relevant for us to for the government to impose some law regarding on doing the smoking habit and illegal, right? I think that
yeah,
would help out also, and also that would make the smokers to be um, how do you say that? That would help them to stop smoking, right? Like it's a rehab. It's a rehab if they're going to make this one illegal, because you have no choice but to stop smoking. It's really hard to stop smoking as a smoker. Yeah, it's really hard because when you have money, you can buy one stick of cigarette. So it's really tempting. So you wanted to stop, but you don't know how. You don't know when. You don't know where to stop, when to stop, and how to stop, because temptations is all over the place. Your body, your system is looking for that smoke, and that's a sad to say. It's hard. I want to stop, but I don't know how. Please, if people can make, or the government or the lawmakers can make this one, I will be happy. Yes. All right, then let's move on. Airplane tickets are too cheap. Do you agree?
sorry, I don't know. Aeroplane mean
Airplane.
airplane.
Yes,
Oh,
airplane.
oh, oh, yeah. Mm, I'm not. I'm not convinced. The I'm not convinced. Aeroplane tickets are so too cheap.
Right.
Mm, because amount of the transportation, uh, aeroplane is the most expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, train tickets, bus tickets, or car tickets is cheaper than airplane tickets.
That is correct. I believe that. You know, it's not cheap, it's very expensive. For example, here
Yeah,
in the Philippines, one way going to the US would cost you hundred thousands of pesos. And that's a lot of money actually. And I don't see it really cheap. That's very expensive, considering the lifestyle or the compensation here in the Philippines. Airplanes are too expensive. That's why some of them chose to travel, like use a ship. Right? Right here. What about letter E? Mobile phones should be banned in public places, train, shops, etc. What do you think?
I'm not afraid that mobile phone should be banned in public places because
Places.
mm, place because mobile phone is,
Is
is um, because people use mobile phone to connect to other to another.
yes.
Yeah, and sometimes they use mobile phone to work to
Actually,
work.
that is correct. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't agree with this, like banning the phones in the public places, because what if there's an emergency in the house and we need to we need to be contacted by those families, right?
yeah,
By our families. So I think it is not. I don't believe and I don't agree on banning the of using phones in the public area places. All right, money is the most important thing in a job. Would you believe in that?
um
Do you believe
I'm
in
not.
that?
Yes, but it's a part a part of of a job. Uh, there are many things important in a job, such as money, suitable suitable job to a person, and the more important thing that in a job is you must to love the job.
Yeah. Well, actually, for me, yeah, money. For me, in my own opinion, the first thing on the list is the money on the job, the compensation. Second is the working environment, right?
Yeah,
Third is the working, the work itself. If it's not toxic, right? If you can do the job correctly, if it's easy for you, and I think for me that's important because even though you love the job, but if you're doing more than that and the compensation is not level to how you offer your time or how you do your job, I think it's nothing, right? So for me, compensation or the money is the most important thing in the job because life
yeah.
is so hard. We need money, right? Anyway, since already 20 minutes are gone, I'll just have to ask you. We'll do an exam tomorrow, right? So from Unit 1 to Unit 10. It's a review exam over here. That would be on tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. Please do prepare a pen and a paper or a notebook or whatsoever that you can write something, okay?
It's in my homework.
No, that's a review exam tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. And
Mm.
I think that's it. 30 minutes is over. Thank you so much for coming into our class today. And yeah, I enjoyed talking to you. I hope you enjoy also our topic today. All right.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.